Thank you, Mr. Speaker. MIT education funding math. $11 billion minus $10.6 billion equals negative $95 million. At least that's what some lead us to believe. Here's the actual math for this budget and this fiscal code. $11 billion plus $2.5 billion equals a product of $13.5 billion. The adoption of this fiscal code, that's the total education funding for our school districts over this fiscal year. Minus $10.6 billion from last year's education fund equals a total of $2.9 billion of total increases for school districts in this Commonwealth. Negative $95 million, $2.9 billion. Which math is right? MIT education funding math or real math? Now, how does that occur? Because PlanCon reimbursements were $0 in both the framework budget and with the budget that was passed, and 87% of it was signed into law by the governor, which is the same allocation as the framework. Why? Because we, Republicans and Democrats, senators, representatives, and governors, agree to a plan to fully reimburse our school districts for billions in dollars which school districts are owed in school construction reimbursements. House Bill 1327 will mandate PDE to use undistributed funds not expended to continue payments for school districts through the PlanCon process. We'll increase transparency by requiring PDE to post PlanCon information every 90 days and have the department maintain a searchable and sortable database so school districts and taxpayers know where their school district reconstruction payments are in the PlanCon system. It also requires a bipartisan advisory committee to establish a new PlanCon process moving forward. This is a huge win for our school districts, Mr. Speaker. $2.5 billion, more transparency. It's such a huge win for school districts. Most importantly, House Bill 1327 requires the Budget Secretary to reconcile the administration's budget impasse spending for the past 6 months and reflect the reconciliation on the Commonwealth's accounting system. If you weren't aware, the administration has spent over $30.4 billion without accounting for its spending over the budget impasse. $30.4 billion, and we have no idea where that money is being spent. We'll finally be able to account for billions of taxpayer dollars, which the administration has taken great pains to hide its spending, to the point that they had to take out a $2 billion line of credit to manage their cash flow during a budget impasse with increased spending and after the governor unilaterally slashed $6 billion in funding, including over $3 billion from education alone. House Bill 1327 is a huge win for education funding, transparency, and taxpayers. I urge my colleagues for a yes vote on House Bill 1327. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.